Is Datavio really one of the best places to find online remote jobs, or is it a waste of time? My name's Michael, and many viewers have asked me about this platform recently, so I decided to take a closer look. And in this Datavio review, I will give you an inside look and I will show both the pros and the cons so you can find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's just start by going over the name, because that can be a little bit confusing, because Datavio is a very new platform as of recording this video here, but it has actually existed for long. It just used to be called Teamwork, and I also talked about that in the past, but then suddenly it changed its name. But many of the things are kind of the same it offers, but it's completely had a redesign, new logo, new name, a new website address, and also a few changes. So in this video we will focus on what it offers now. I just wanted to clarify the name to avoid any confusions there. As for who can join, then you can see on the website it says that they currently work across 200 countries and support more than 500 languages and dialects. So you can see basically no matter where you live, there is an opportunity to find work here. And let me also just make it clear right away that you can find both short-term, one-time tasks, full-time opportunities, part-time opportunities. So basically no matter what you're looking for, this might be for you. But before deciding, let's go more into details about what it actually offers and what type of jobs you can get here and how much you can earn. So I have now logged into Datavio and just created a new account to show you what it looks like from scratch. Because if you decide this is the right thing for you to do, then the first thing you need to do is to go to your profile, and here you need to fill out these different things here, like your expectations there, and most importantly here there's something called attachment, and here you can upload up to 3 resumes. And that means, like, depending on the type of jobs you're looking for, you need to prepare some different resumes, because once you apply for the jobs, then you can choose which of these resumes you want to attach, and that will of course play a big part in whether you will get the job or not. So that's a place you need to start. So you need to put in some effort if you don't already have a resume to actually create at least one. Also, what I would suggest is, like, now we'll go over more what type of jobs you can find here, and if there's several of them you are interested in, I would suggest that you also then adjust your resume so it is aimed towards a certain type of jobs, so you can use it like with a special focus on your skills so it fits to that specific position. So that's the first step. But once you then have that, then you need to go and look for the jobs and apply for the jobs. So let's go over what type of jobs you can find here. So to find the jobs, you basically just go to the job section clearly, and then you can see here you can search. And right now, as of recording this video, there is 191 jobs available, and there are in general, in my experience during the time that I have tested it, quite a lot of jobs available. And it's quite nice that you can actually just search here so you can see, okay, what category, for example, is it administrative, crowdsourcing, linguistic management, or do you want to see just in a certain area, a certain country? You can see here, these are some of the countries you can search from. So let's say you, for example, let's just choose one here. Let's say you are in the UK, then you can search here, and then it automatically will update and only show the jobs, and currently that will mean 5 jobs. So you can see it depends a lot on the country you live in, but it's quite nice that you can just search for that so you don't have to sit and go through all of them. There are also some that are completely location independent. Many of these are remote jobs, so even though they're only for the UK in this case, some of them is also something you can do from home, but that also means that you shouldn't always just look for the location. You can also just go for the category. But what you then need to do is to just choose any that sounds like something for you. You can see a lot of it is here. It's like with the categories. I'll just reset it here, and then you'll see the categories here. For example, there's like this crowdsourcing, data collection. There's a lot of data entry type of jobs, but there's also like translation, project management, recruitment, sales. But in my experience, most of it is data collection, crowdsourcing, some like this speed recognition, search engine engine evaluation, some things where you're also like helping to train AI basically. These are the ones that are the most of, and once you've found a job, you just click it, you can see the full job description then, and if you want to see even more, you can click here over to open it, and then you can scroll down and see, and this one for example, you can see that would be $25 paid via PayPal once it has been approved. So this is kind of a one-time job, but as mentioned, some of them they will be like full-time, some of them will be part-time, continuous work, so it all depends. This one for example is 25 to 30 minutes, so it explains exactly what you need to do, how long it will take, but some jobs also don't have a salary. That's in my experience from what I've seen. Often if it's like these full-time, part-time, where it's like a more like a permanent position, then it's often something you will talk about later. But once you found a job you want to apply for, you just basically go to apply and then fill it out. Then of course you have to wait and to get back to you. This is also the process where you choose that resume we talked about later. So it is kind of like applying for a job. Of course, some of them are easier to get approved to these smaller one-time tasks. It doesn't require that much. Some of the others, that is like a full application process, maybe even interviews, maybe sometimes even several interviews. So it's not something where you can just start earning right away. And that is just something you need to be aware of, so you join it with the right expectations. So let's just talk about the overall earning potential. I showed you an example of just one type of task there, but in general, I would say that the earning potential is quite decent, but you do need to do it with the right expectations, because if you find these full-time opportunities, of course, how much you can earn will depend on the country you live in. But overall, from what I have seen, the salary is, I would say, kind of decent. It's not something that will make you rich for sure, and it will require quite a lot of effort to make good money here, but it definitely is possible. What I would say it comes down to is really what your online income goals are. Earning here, yes, it can be an option, it can give you decent opportunities, but it doesn't give you complete freedom to work completely on your own terms. Personally, I prefer like having my own online business, and that's something I started from scratch also, and I know that's something anyone can do if they're willing to put in time and effort. The advantage of something like Datavio is that if you find a job here, once you go through the application process and things like that, you will start earning right away. If you build your own online business, you won't start earning right away. It takes time to build up, but then the earning potential is also huge, and you can end up earning like hundreds or even thousands of dollars per day if you do it the right way and keep going with it. And that also will give you complete freedom to work when you want to, where you want to, all that. So if you're looking for ways to earn online, I would say like something like this can be good if you're looking for earnings here and now, but you need to be aware the earning potential, the freedom it gives is limited, even though it gives more freedom than most regular jobs. If what you're going for is like a full freedom, potentially like huge earnings daily and all that, and are willing to put in time and effort before you start seeing results, then creating your own online business is what I would recommend. And I have both more information written on my website about Datavio, and I also have about my top recommended way to start an online business from scratch, no matter your background. I have information on both of that on my website. I'll leave links below, so then you can go and check that out and then get started with the opportunity you think is right for you. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I'll release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.